one of the craziest, most rewarding, challenging parts about being a full-time drag queen is that you have the opportunity to put desk work into everything. It gives me space and time to be able to consider concepts, to consider different ways of learning lyrics better. We all know that that's something that I need to do. And it lets you kind of put a lot more brain power into everything. Coming up on Sunday, I have a really big group project that I'm doing, and it's going to be more of like a pop-up or like a flash mob. I'm giving them directions on what to do, but since there's a whole lot of people that are in the number, we're not really going to have time to rehearse it, so it'll be interesting. There's the mailman. Hi, mailman. Right now I'm headed home so I can start getting ready for this meeting with Ryan Howe, the editor of Out Front. I think there's a lot of stuff that we're talking about, a lot of collaboration, and I'm looking forward to seeing what we're gonna do.
So I thought I needed.
Hi everybody, it's me, Vivica Galactica at the Out Front studio. I just finished having an interview with Ryan Howe, the editor of Out Front magazine. Hi Ryan, how you doing?
I feel great. Vivica
Good.
looks amazing today.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Did you have a good time?
I had a phenomenal time.
Good.
Vivica's full of wisdom and jokes.
Tell us about what you plan to do with Out Front and your video presence.
Out Front is starting a brand new video presence. I'm going to be sitting down with advocates, performers, people all throughout Denver, and just chatting with them about what it's like to be queer in Denver and why we should be happy about it.
Yeah, I love it. I just got home from my meeting with Out Front today. We filmed a little video. It was cute and fun, and I had a great time working with Ryan Howe over at Out Front. Make sure you go pick up a new make sure you pick up a new issue of Out Front. It has Electra Dupree on the cover. It's the drag issue, and it has a lot of unflattering pictures of drag queens on the centerfold, but it's the thought that counts, and that's all that matters. So today, I really want to talk to you about what I think is really important in terms of being queer in the face of danger, and also the importance of queer spaces within our communities. I've had a couple really interesting and amazing occurrences happen in the past week, and I want to talk about them. So first of all, today I just got out of the second weird lift ride of my day, and it was the second lift ride of my day in general. It is full daylight outside, as you can see with the beautiful natural light that's on my face, which is showing my blemishes and how you can tell I've been makeup outside during the weather for a long time. But literally, I did lift line for the both places that we went to, and I was in drag for both of them, and the lady who was coming out of her house, who was an older woman, literally stopped, stared at me for about 3 seconds. I winked and I waved at her, and she kept coming, and she got in the car, and it was really awkward ride for the entire time that she was in the car. And then on the way home, I noticed that my Lyft driver kept just like glaring at me and staring at me. Like, he wasn't mean or anything, but like he just kept looking at me. And the person that was in the car had a face of disgust when he got into the back of the lift line, and didn't talk the entire ride, and the car was really awkward and really quiet until it dropped him off before it continued to take me home, which then proceeded in more stares from my Lyft driver. Now, I don't know if it's because I'm a 300-pound man in a blazer and shiny pants or what, but I think that it's important for queer folks who are unabashedly themselves, regardless of whether I'm in geesh or regardless of whether you have a 3-foot mohawk or whatever, to be who you are and to celebrate who you are. And if people don't like it, then they can just, I don't know, they can go away. Or they can continue to find places within their own community. Specifically, when it comes to being a part of your own community, I had a really incredible experience on Sunday at Queen of the Mountain at Mile High Hamburger Mary's. There was a birthday party for a 16-year-old trans boy who was there with a bunch of other high school students who were all in that same age group, 15, 16, 17, who were having the time of their lives. They were living for the drag queens that were performing. They had sequins in their eyes and smiling, and these 15-year-olds were even tipping. What is this? I hope that it continues to stand still in the queer community to where more people tip that are young. That would be great to have happen. But regardless, what I loved the most about the entire experience was just the fact that they were there. And it wasn't weird that it was a birthday for a trans boy. I mean, it's great that we have a community, specifically Mile High Hamburger Mary's, but even on top of that, it was just incredible to be able to experience having them be there and them fit into our queer family, our queer community. And it was incredible to be able to see their smiles and just have it not be really anything different. It was an incredible part to be a part of that process and that birthday party, to know that that is going to be one of the best 16-year-old birthday parties that's ever in the existence of someone. But regardless, it's just really important that we have queer spaces to where we can find that sense of normalcy, where we can find that sense of family and community, and there needs to be more. I think that it's important to be out in everyday life to be able to show our community in terms of the people that live in the same city as we do, in the same neighborhoods that we do, but it's also important to give reverence to the fact that sometimes it's really hard to be out in that space, and you really need to go out and be with the people that you care about the most. And when that happens, you can just shine and you can be you and you can be great. So today I want to tell all of you to not be afraid to be queer in your everyday life, but also give yourself enough self-care to be able to find those queer spaces, regardless of whether it's a coffee shop, regardless of whether it's a bar or a restaurant. Find those places that love you and celebrate you for whoever you are, because there's importance in both of them. So give reference to both of them. This is a great episode of Going Galactica. We are on number 3 now. Stay tuned for number 4 sometime later on this week. And I love ya. I mean it. Mwah! Bye.